I have spent my life looking for a place. A place that takes me to a higher ground. A place to call my own, but share it amongst millions of friends around the world. And now, I've found that place.
It's uplifting.
It's stratospheric.
Take me to trance heaven, right here, right now.
Are you guys ready for a state of trance? Put your hands in the air. Come on.
This is the State of Trance podcast.
Track especially made for Tomorrowland, the festival in Belgium. The track was produced by Omnia, and I can understand why he did so. Last weekend I closed the main stage on one of the world's biggest festival, and this Friday I get to do it all over again. I really can't wait. An unreal festival. This is the State of Trance podcast with the highlights of episode 673, with still to come Alexander Popov, Arisen Flame, and a new release on Who's Afraid of 138, and also a classic requested by one of the listeners. Okay, time for something special. One of my infamous airplane mashups. Here is Mark Sixma's Shadow with Andrew Rayel's 1 in a Million.
This world can be such a lonely place to hide in. That's all I see till you open my eyes for me. And now I see the light. And now the future is so bright. I'll hold on tight to you, never let it go. Your love's 1 in a million. I'd put up a fight for you, can't make it on my own. Your love's 1 in a million. If I lose your heart, I'm sure I'd fall apart. You are the sun to me,
Eternal Flame, another beautiful production by the Russian mega talent Alexander Popov. Bashir Garauchi from New Zealand shouts out to a very special girl, Tamara in Belarus, and Benjamin Tuong from Canada. Congratulates her sister Caroline on her birthday. Another shout out from Canada in the email, Noah Heiss shouts out to his brother Noah in Vancouver and Jenna in Israel. Would love to hear from you. Send your requests, pictures, stories, or your shouts to armin@astateoftrance.com, and don't forget to mention podcast in your email. Back to the music. Last week's tune of the week gets a well-reserved replay. Arisen Flame, Explorer.
Every week, the best in trance from the world's hottest producers and DJs. Straight to your media player. This is a State of Trance podcast. Trance Podcast.
released on my label Who's Afraid of 138. Teardrops by Jonathan Carvajal and Andres Sanchez. Talking about Who's Afraid of 138. Are you following this special playlist on Spotify already? Just check arminradio.com for the link. Time for the last track on the podcast this week, the classic. And this one is requested by Amalia Fardusa from Romania. And see you at Cacao Beach, Amalia. Here's my own track, Rush Hour.
Going back in time with a classic, only for the State of Trance podcast. To check full episodes of A State of Trance for free, simply visit arminradio.com. A State of Trance will return next week.